So July 22nd, 2022, Armed Forces Retired Home located in Washington, D.C. My name is Jong-woo Han. I am the president of Korean War Legacy Foundation, which has more than 1,500 interviews of Korean War veterans from United States and all other 21 countries that participated in the Korean War. We are doing this to preserve your memory and honor your service, but at the same time, we are going to make this interview into curricular resources for you so that teachers can use when they're talking about the Korean War. It's my honor and privilege and pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming. What is your name?
My name is Smith, Lee A. Smith.
A?
Lee Alexander Smith.
What is your birthday?
9/4/29.
So you are how old? 93?
For September, I will be 93.
So 92-year-old, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry
This September, coming September, I'll be 93.
So now you are
4th of September.
92.
Now I'm 92 years, 8 months.
Where were you born?
I was born in Wildwood, Florida.
Wildwood?
Wildwood, Florida.
And when did you graduate your high school?
GED.
What is that?
General education. Since I came in the military, I was drafted in.
So when did you join the army?
I was drafted.
Drafted?
Yeah.
When?
My draft card read, Mr. Smith, you will report on or before 27 December 1950.
27 December 1950.
But they call in 1920, 51.
So when did you arrive in Korea?
When I arrived in Korea,
Yeah.
'52.
52. Where?
Incheon.
Incheon. And from Incheon, where did you go?
Incheon.
You stayed in Incheon?
Yeah.
What did you do there?
I was a firefighter.
Firefighter?
Yeah.
So what did you do there?
I was assigned to Incheon, what do you call it? Incheon Port Operation, I think it was.
Yeah.
As a firefighter. That's what I was, in the fire department there.
Fire department.
Yeah.
What was your unit?
It was a 525 firefighting department, detachment, or whatever. 525 firefighting detachment.
And what was your rank?
At that time, it was PFC.
PFC. And were there many fires so that you have to do work a lot?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What kind of fire and what did you do?
Just a firefighter, it was just a community and around at the port of Incheon. Now, the port of Incheon encompassed dozens or more units all around the port.
Do you remember anything that still?
Yeah.
Tell me. How big the fire was?
Anytime there was a fire in the community, even in the city, we fought fires in the city of Incheon and all around there. And insofar as the military, in other words, if they had a fire in the city, and we were in the city of Incheon, we would attend. if there wasn't something else elsewhere in the military. If there's something military, well, we take care of that first and then community. But then in almost all cases, if there was something in the community, we always send either a fire truck or tanker or something with water to assist the community.
So community means Korean community.
Korean community.
Were there many fires in the Korean community?
Yeah, oh hell yeah. Many. Yeah, we always send a truck or a tanker, and if they had if it was big, well, we'd have a truck there, but almost all we'd send a tanker, to have water for them. Almost all of them.
How many of you were there in the 525 firefighting department?
18 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
About 20, 25, something like that.
Yeah.
Because it kind of fluctuates, because you got people coming and going.
Do you remember any big fire in Korean community at the time?
Yeah, when they bombed our POL storage area.
What is POL?
Petroleum.
Uh-huh.
Around the port of Incheon, they had miles of POL storage all around. Had tank farms.
Yeah.
Roads of pipeline. They looked like highways going to from Incheon to Kempo Air Base, Seoul. Looked like highways going through there. Just 16-inch pipes.
Mm-hmm.
And all around they had tank farms. All around those tank farms, inside the tank farm, there's a POL storage area. And there was 55-gallon drums of fuel to come in on ship. Ships come in, they can't come in. Well, Incheon had the lowest tide, world's lowest tide, high tide and low tide.
Yeah.
And the water is out, it's down 32 foot. The end is up. So when the fuel come in, they offload the ships and stack 55-gallon drums all over the area, all around.
Mm.
Tankers would come in, they'll pump it from the ships to a tank farm. They have tank farms, what we call tank farms. They scuttle out of the area and put 10,000-gallon fuel tanks in, fill it up. When you look out across there, well, hell, as far as you can see, look, 55-gallon drums stacked up 10 foot high. Put about 5 or 10 foot high drums all over, as far as you can see. The eye can see. And we was hit several times, mortar round, mortar fire, and bed check Charlie.
Yeah.
And when they hit, time or two, he hit some of those tanks. Those 55-gallon drums go up in the air, and the fuel is JP4, high-tech fuel and all that. They look like little old tomato cans. You go so high up in the air, and raining down fire.
Yeah.
Boy, you talking about
that must have been dangerous.
It's dangerous. What you think? Well,
had you been burnt?
No, I didn't. But I was a pump operator.
Oh, I see.
And I got close to it from here to the building, but not hosing it.
Yeah.
A lot of the others did. But when that stuff go up off, by George, it just rains down fire.
So you were lucky because you were working on the pump,
Right.
not in the front, not
Yeah.
hosing, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I was close enough to feel the heat from it.
So you did a lot of important job there, fighting the fires,
Yeah.
especially in the petroleum, tanks.
Right.
I know the JP, the special gasoline for the airplane,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very
Well,
explosive.
On those tank farms out there, they had dikes. Might have, I don't know, so many 20 or 30,000 gallon tanks, and it's filled up, and the dikes built up 10 foot high. Once a roar around us, hit it, busted, it filled that thing up with water, with gas, so it's filled up with gas and ignites, and it's burning in water, it's flowing out like water.
Yeah.
So fire,
Fire all over.
Right.
Over the waters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. When did you leave Korea?
54.
54? So you were there for 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this happened just before, the first hit was just before I left, it was 52. And the first hit the big one, one of the big ones, was just before I hit, this was 52. Because that was when the last big push, when there was, because it ended in 53.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, 53.
Yeah, 53. And June 53. And so just before that was the big push. That's when the big push came on. Mm-hmm. And right after that, they signed a truce. And I was within a few months of going home. But then they changed it from you rotated on points at that time. But then when they signed the tour, the truce, they made it a tour, 18-month tour. So I was extended another year.
Mm. Then have you been back to Korea since then?
No.
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 What was the most difficult thing there?
Most difficult?
When you were there?
The restrictions was really.
What kind of restriction?
Well, you had nowhere to go.
Uh-huh.
If and when you go, well, when you're outside of your area, you go on R&R or something like that.
Have you been to Seoul City? Seoul. When you were in Incheon?
Yeah, I went to Seoul. Yeah.
How was it in Seoul at the time?
At that time, it was pretty run down. Well, I went to Seoul quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because there was units that I was with there. In the Incheon operations.
Mm-hmm.
If the units, they would haul supplies from Incheon up on line. And this transportation unit, if it's short of drivers or something, they set you around where you got a driver for this, a driver for that, and hook on.
Yeah.
So I've made several trips up online by being put on TDY as a driver to haul fuel from Incheon, Yeongdong Post, Seoul, and up online like that. We go up, I go to the transportation unit.
Yeah.
You see truck driver, deuce and a half, heavy, light. That's your truck over there. Get in there and drive, follow that convoy, and they take you up on line, and you drop your load, and you form up and come back.
So Seoul was completely destroyed at the time?
Who?
Seoul.
No, but we pretty well ripped up. Yeongdong Po was just about destroyed. But Yeongdong Po was built up kind of fast like. And I like Yeongdong Po because they had a big consolidated mess hall there. It was big as this whole compound here down there.
And
And they had New York style dinner, lunch and dinner and everything in there. Boy, go in there, got that old mess kit and run down the clothes and clean tablecloths. And girls rush you around, knife, fork, spoon, all that kind of crap. That's eating. Boy, it was real nice. I had to drive like hell to get there. I got there for dinner. But it was 24 hour. It was 24 hour consolidated mess. And they had all kind of food there. You go there, got dog in. You don't like this, you go over there.
anything you remember that you want to share with this interview? Any other story?
Just that I would like to go over there, go back to see,
Yeah,
to look
yeah.
at the place. I've seen pictures of it, but I wouldn't know it. From the pictures that I've seen, I wouldn't know it.
Right.
From the pictures I've seen, I put in for it, and just before this virus kicked in, and I think they put that on hold. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to pick that up again or not.
Yeah.
But I would like to go over there, go back over there to see.
So did you see the picture, right?
Yeah,
And it's so different, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They have bridges and lights and everything by Georgia. Oh hell.
Isn't that nice?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you never thought that Korea would become like this today, right?
No, never, never.
Why not?
Well, from the looks of things that I went in there, it was behind the second invasion. You know, they had two invasions there. And I went in behind the second one. The second was September of 54. September 53. Anyway, the second one in 53, and I went in November 53.
Where?
Incheon, on and the beaches that we were landing on, there was the landing was a red beach, and well, there were 2 or 3 different landings, but each one had names. Red Beach and I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Wamido Island.
Wolmido, yes.
Yeah.
Was it November of 1952 or 53? That was during
52, because it ended in
that was during the war, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So it's a 52, November 52.
52, yeah,
Yeah.
because it ended in 53, and that's when that was extended. I was within a few months of going home,
Yes.
because rotate on 24, I think it was 24 points or something like that. But I was within a couple of months or so, and they signed a truce, 53, yeah. And when they signed the truce, they made it a tour of 18 months, 18-month tour.
Yep. So you were extended.
So I was extended for 1 year
Yep.
from that date on.
Any other Korean people working with you, or did you train Korean people for firefighting?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did?
Well, we had the Korean firefighters, yeah. But that worked with us, yeah, in our station.
In your station?
Yeah.
Did you? How were they? I mean, they were good at it, or?
Yeah, they was. We had a station, and they would come in. They had their own fire chief, and the same as we have, but they would work with us. And fire company, we get a call, they would load up on the trucks accordingly, same as we would, and work with them. With us, pulling hose and nozzleman and lineman, whatever.
Did you share the equipment together with Koreans?
Did I do what?
Share the trucks and hose and pump and everything. Did you share with the Korean people? Korean firefighter.
Well, like I said, they had their own. They worked with us on our equipment. They didn't have any equipment.
Right.
Not there. They worked with us. So the pump operator, like I'm a truck driver and pump operator, well, he would be with me, the pump operator, and the hosesmen, they work with the hosesmen and so forth and so on.
Anything you want to say to this interview about Korea?
Just that I would like to visit it again and see what I would like to just see what it looked like. I've seen pictures. I know I wouldn't recognize it, but I would just like to see what it go with and see what it looked like. And that's about it.
Are you proud to be a Korean War veteran?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Well, I did something to help somebody.
That's right.
To help somebody that couldn't help themselves, couldn't do it for themselves. I did that. And I'd do it again if I had to.
That's a very nice spirit. So, Mr. Smith, thank you for your service. Among many interviews I have done, this is my first time to interview the firefighter of Korean War veterans, and you did very important role in Incheon. Make sure that fire doesn't consume all these oils.
Yeah, we fought the in fact, there was two stations. I was at the main station, and we also had like I say, we had all around the entire city of Incheon had a substation way out in the farm that took care of a lot of the outside farm. It was within our jurisdiction, but it was closer. We were closer to the bulk of it, whereas they was on the outside there, working from the outside in. Had a station out there, and before I got there, it was two stations, but they only had one when I got out there. But had a main station and one station, but we did good.
Excellent. Mr. Smith, thank you for your service.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.